Hi everyone, Cindy Squirrel here. Well, it's been a while since I've done a video. I've been posting videos that I had made before because for some stupid reason, 11 days ago, I got shingles. And I would not wish shingles on my worst enemy. So I've been going stir crazy and I want some rhubarb. So this is an old patch. Nothing's been done with it for like 20 years. We have a new patch, but it hasn't started growing yet. So we'll see if there's, you see how they're just little spindly things in here. Not much of a size. Well, that one's good enough. I'll pull it. Remember, you pull rhubarb. And that right there, that is the sweetest part of rhubarb. I just love it. So I'm going to try and get enough rhubarb to make rhubarb coffee cake and maybe rhubarb lemonade. Well, I've got my recipe box out and I rewrote my recipe card because it was so dirty that you guys wouldn't be able to read it. And as you can see, I found some rhubarb. I only need 2 cups of it today. And look I found a use for my basket that I got at the garage sale. So you're just gonna start by taking off the tops and you're gonna wash this really well. Okay, so do that with all the rhubarb. Wash it, or like rinse it, and these end ones, I don't cut them off like that. I cut them off like that. And then that saves the really sweet part of the rhubarb. Now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to sour your milk. So you got your 1 cup there and just give it a glob of lemon juice. Stir that all up and set it aside and then proceed to cut your rhubarb up. Well, I usually use a serrated edge knife because it will cut right through the rhubarb. And I cut a few at a time, as much as easy to hang on to. And just put it in a 2-cup measure. So that's what we want, is 2 cups. So keep cutting that up until you reach 2 cups. Okay, so I've turned the oven on to 350. I've chopped up my 2 cups of rhubarb. Now in a bigger bowl, we are going to put our 1 3/4 cups of sugar and the oil. And you're going to mix that all up. And you're going to add your egg, just 1 egg. Mix it up again. Now this is when you can mix this. Always mix a cake, beat it before you put the flour in. If you mix it like this after you've got the flour in, you're going to get a tough cake or a tough muffin. And these are excellent as muffins. Now, this is where I vary off the recipe. Is I add a banana, because there's usually 1 on the counter. That's going brown, right? You've been there. So just mush that banana in and add a teaspoon of vanilla. Give it a good stir. In the measuring cup, put 2 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Incorporate that all in. Now, remember that milk? Let's see how lumpy it got. Oh, it didn't get lumpy at all. Well, just at the bottom. So put your sour milk in, give it a stir, and then put your flour and your rhubarb in there. Now you're not going to over stir this. You're just going to, when all the dry is wet. Now, of course, I'm using a cast iron pan that is well oiled. Just dump it all in there. Like I said, you can make this into muffins. Excellent muffins. Now, I use white sugar and cinnamon. Put it in a shaker. You can use brown sugar and cinnamon if you like. Just cover the top nicely. And that oven should be hot enough that I'm going to throw this in the oven. 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, check just in the center once with a toothpick. If it comes out clean, it's done. If it comes out with still dough on it, then put it back in for another 5-10 minutes. Well, isn't that beautiful? At least I think so. It came out really well. Although it took a toll on my shingles. All the movement from my stirring and that, but oh well, I think this is going to be worth it. What do you think? Okay, let's try a piece here. It's still a little bit warm. But just look at the super moist. Oh gosh. That looks so good. That is really good. Must try that.